is a sin equivalent to murder. Tete and Blessing, y'all want to take that back? I can tease with them because we're cool like But I said there, I'm like, I am guilty. I have shed innocent blood. Because there are a lot of people I still cannot forgive. I just think what they've done to me is just beyond being forgiven. But I am shedding innocent blood. I cannot be forgiven until I forgive others. I cannot be forgiven until I forgive others. So let that sink in. We are all guilty of murder. If you are holding on to something, somebody that you have not forgiven, you're guilty of this third one that I thought was like the biggest one. But we'll move on. God created life for us to honor it. And we are not to kill. He commands us not to kill. Look at the things that are going on that happened actually 2017. Killing, terrorism. Can you come up with more examples? What has been going on? Innocent blood. Countries going into war with each other for personal reasons. Can you come up with anything? Police officers, the shootings. I can keep going on and on and on. It's a lot of innocent blood that has been shed. And God hates that. That is one of the things that God hates. And I'm going to touch I'm going to go on a subject that's a little touchy. Abortion. Who is to determine when life begins and when life ends? Does it begin at conception, at 8 weeks, at 12 weeks? When do we decide that's okay? How have we become the ones to decide when life begins or when life ends? Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. So, let's just remember forgiveness. 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 We must forgive for us to be forgiven. And we have to let go so we're not shedding any more innocent blood. All right. Number 4, a heart that devises wicked imaginations and plans. What's a heart? We're all going to learn this together. What's a heart? What's your definition of a heart? The Mamos. What's a heart? Pumps blood. Oh, okay. Well, I would like to think of it as your inner soul. Your true self. You know what's in your heart. I don't. You do. Your inner man, your true nature. I mean, we can only fool ourselves by putting on the other face that we display to deceive others, but God knows what's in our hearts. From the inside and out, He sees beyond the other face we display. We have to open our hearts to things that are pleasing to God. Start to develop an image as you go into 2018, an image of what God desires us to be. What are some of the examples that God, what kind of image should we display? Christ-like. Love. Compassion. Forgiveness. Patience. The back, you're too quiet. Freddie, what are some of the images that you think God desires for us to be? Kindness, humbleness. Okay, so anyway, as you go into 2018, start working on those things that God desires for you to be, and stop devising wicked plans. And we're going to go into the number 5. Feet that are swift in running to mischief. Feet that are swift in running to doing no good. I'm one of those that, okay, we could be at home and Clement comes on and say, come see. And everyone runs. We are warning. Mambonzwa, did you hear? Did you hear? What do we do the minute we're here? Did you hear? What? We run. But let's think, stop for a minute. What are we running to? Is it something good? Is it something evil? Take a minute. We rush the race. We are eager to do horrible things. We have premeditated plans to do horrible things. It's like a rush against time to put our all into doing evil. What satisfaction do we get from that? We have become a society that's normalizing the abnormal. Instead of running to be the first one to go see someone who's sick in the hospital, we're running to be the first one to get the details of how they look. Oh my goodness, she looks so pale. What you think is wrong with her? Well, I heard she was sick with this. No, I saw her myself. We're all guilty of these things. I am. I have run to go see how they look first before I ran to go see if I can help. Someone loses a loved one. We're the first ones to a funeral. I have noticed we no longer even help. We sit, relax, wait for them to serve. The person who's mourning, the family that's mourning, wait for them to serve us food, and we sit and we plot, we look. Oh, she even ate a whole plate of sadza. She ate all her food. She's supposed to be mourning. She even had time to put lip gloss on. Oh my goodness, she smiled. We have become a society that's normalizing the abnormal. Others give birth. Some are still waiting 3 months later to see if their belly has gone down. We don't know what's going on with the person. Did you see? Oh my goodness, they looked horrible when they were pregnant. That's an inside joke, but anyway. As we go into 2018, I'm just here to encourage you. Let us use our feet differently in 2018. Let your feet run towards making a difference in the world, a difference in society, a difference in the church, a difference in your family, a difference amongst your friends. Let your feet be the first ones there to see what you can do, how you can help. So, let's check ourselves and see how fast we move and what we're moving for and what we're racing for before we use those feet for the wrong things. Amen? Amen. A false witness that speaks lies. When someone intentionally lies about the other, you're not only sinning against yourself, you're sinning against God and man. It's one thing to lie about yourself. It's another thing to lie about someone else. Slander, defamation of character, a malicious, false, and derogatory statement or report about someone else. Bringing someone down. Taking someone's good name. These are things we don't think about when we say certain things. Because again, we're using those white lies, the little lies. But what are those lies doing to someone else? We are not creators of life. And we don't know what God's plan is for that person. We don't know what their destiny is.